Me realize my nail tech was gossiping about my divorce to other clients. I'd been going to the same nail salon for 3 years. Tina was my usual tech, and honestly, she was amazing at her job. Perfect French tips every time, never nicked my skin, and her chair massages were heavenly after long work days. But something weird started happening after I filed for divorce from my ex-husband Mark. First red flag was when I walked in for my appointment last month. This woman getting a pedicure looked up at me and said, "Oh, you're the one whose husband cheated with his secretary." I froze. I'd never seen this woman before in my life. Tina quickly changed the subject, but my stomach dropped. How did this random stranger know my business? The second time was even worse. I was getting my nails done when another client started talking about how she heard someone's ex was trying to take half their 401k in the divorce. She kept glancing at me while saying it. Again, Tina jumped in to redirect the conversation, but I could feel my face burning red. But the moment I knew for sure was 3 weeks ago. I walked into the salon early for my appointment and heard Tina talking to her coworker behind the reception desk. She was saying, "Girl, you should see the text she showed me. Her ex is asking for alimony even though he was the one sleeping around." I recognized my own story immediately. My heart was racing. I pretended to look at nail polish colors while listening. Tina continued. She said he emptied their joint savings account too. Can you believe that? Men are trash. The other tech laughed and said something about how she'd never trust another man after hearing all these stories. That's when it hit me. Every personal detail I'd shared during our sessions, the cheating, the financial stuff, even how I found the affair partner's earring in my car, Tina had been spreading it around like entertainment. I felt sick thinking about how many people knew my private business. I confronted her right there, asked if we could talk privately. She got defensive immediately, saying she was just being supportive and that everyone talks about their problems. But I told her there's a difference between listening and broadcasting someone's pain to strangers. She tried to backtrack, claiming she never mentioned my name. But then I asked how that random woman knew about the secretary detail if Tina hadn't been specific. She couldn't answer that. The worst part was realizing why she'd been so interested in every update. She'd ask about court dates, settlement negotiations, even how I was handling things emotionally. I thought she genuinely cared, but she was just collecting material for her gossip sessions. I left without getting my nails done that day. But here's where it gets interesting. I wasn't done with Tina yet. I did some digging and found out she'd been doing this to other clients too. There was a whole network of salon drama she'd created. So I called the salon owner and explained everything. Turns out she'd been getting complaints about privacy breaches but couldn't prove anything. My specific examples were exactly what she needed. The owner told me Tina had been warned before about oversharing client information. 3 days later, I got a call. Tina had been fired. Not just for the gossip, but apparently she'd also been padding appointment times and pocketing extra tip money. The owner found all this out after launching a full investigation based on my complaint. The best part? I found a new nail tech at a different salon who's actually better than Tina ever was. And when I went back to the old place to pick up my loyalty card points, the receptionist quietly told me that half their clients left after word got out about the gossip situation. Tina tried to text me last week asking for a reference since she's job hunting. I screenshot it and sent it to my divorce lawyer. Turns out, discussing clients' legal proceedings could actually be considered interference. We might have grounds for a harassment claim. My new tech barely talks during appointments, and honestly, that's exactly how I like it now.